What up? What up? Welcome, welcome. Give everybody a second to join in here. Welcome, everybody. Let me know if you're in here. Say something. It's good to see some people already hopping in. Thank you guys for jumping in. I promise we'll do better this time. Happy Father's Day. What's up, bro? Four Guys Talking Cars. Guys, they have an awesome YouTube channel. If you guys haven't checked it out, there's Four Guys Talking Cars. They each have different cars, and grateful for your support. And yeah, happy Father's Day, everybody. I just wanted to pop on and wish all of you fathers out there a happy Father's Day. And yeah, hey, 909 Scat, SoCal in the house. Hey, happy Father's Day, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had an awesome day. I know that you have a few kids out there like me. So yeah, happy Father's Day. Hopefully you guys have had an awesome day. Tonight's drink of choice, A&W root beer, zero sugar. He's trying to keep it slim over here. But if you haven't had this, it actually tastes really close to A&W root beer. Well, awesome, guys. Well, excited to have everybody jump in. Just wanted to pop on and do live. I actually really enjoy doing these. It's fun to interact with you guys. It's fun to, just be able to say hi. It's fun to be able to, interact. Four Guys Talking Cars. Hey, thank you, man, for the super chat. That's awesome. $20. Keep up the great work. You guys keep up the great work. Honestly, you guys do such an awesome job with your videos. Excited to see the traction you guys get and what you guys do. So really thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you, and keep rocking, keep doing what you guys do on your channel. I'm excited to maybe meet up. I know some of you are located in different spots, but would love to do some collaborations next time you guys are in town. Maybe, when you guys are in, maybe we could swap cars and get some opinions on it. I think that could be really fun, but really appreciate the super chat. If you guys haven't checked out Four Guys Talking Cars, their channel is great, one that I really recommend. We also have Red 50. Hey man, what's up? Red 50 does some amazing Mustang content. So if you guys are into Mustangs, really does an awesome job on just, when like Sync rolls out a new update, like you just know a lot of things about Mustangs, and honestly, there's a lot I've learned from you. So what's up, my friend? Hopefully you're having a good day. Really appreciate you jumping in. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys are doing well. It's fun to do these lives with you guys. So welcome. If you guys can't tell from my background, I'm a little bit of a golfer. I like to golf. So I don't know how well you can see it. Maybe I can lift this up a little bit. So a little bit about me. Sorry about the lighting. It's really bad. So whenever I have a good golf round, I collect the golf balls. So I have golf balls back to when I played in high school and made like my first eagle. Any tournaments I won, any tournaments I placed in. This ball up there is actually my grandpa's. He made a hole-in-one when he was like 83. And so when he passed, that was one of the gifts that I got, which to me is probably the coolest thing that I have. And then just some other stuff. So I love golf, in case you guys didn't notice. Four Guys Talking Cars, let's do it, man. I think it would be fun. Hit me up on Instagram. Let me know when you guys are out this way. I believe your guy in Utah, I can't remember. Is it the Pencer? I can't remember. When you guys are out here, I think it'd be fun to maybe do like a four-guy car swap or something like that. And maybe we can each film some footage of it. But I think that would be a lot of fun because you guys have that. You have the white knuckle Charger wide body. You have the granite wide body. And then the fourth car, is it a Tesla? I think maybe a Tesla. Let me know. But would love to do that. And thank you for the super chat. Really, really appreciate it. But yeah, definitely love golf. That's one of the things that I do. Really, YouTube is my hobby, and also golf. So if I'm not doing one of those two things, I'm probably working or spending time with the fam. But it's been an awesome day so far. Hope you guys have had a good day. Hope you guys have had a good weekend. Yes, Tesla. Okay. One video I'm trying to shoot. My buddy who a couple jobs ago hired me. He has a Tesla Model 3. I think it's the Performance. I honestly don't know that much about Teslas, but I have a fun video planned with him that, yep, and Pinsgeir. I'm probably butchering it, but you know, I have a fun video planned with him on that, so it'll be really interesting. It'll be really fun to see. Yeah, you know, and I figured, you know, tonight can kind of give you an idea of some of the videos and different things I have coming up that I'll be sharing with you guys. Maybe give you guys some updates a little bit later on tonight about car search, what the car market looks like, and the longer I'm in it, the crazier it gets. So just dropped a new video today. You know, I took a hammer to my car, so if you haven't seen it, go check it out. But yeah, I found a way to fix a problem that I've had. So yeah, just took a hammer to it. But had fun making that one. You know, hey, what's up, Gary Fuller? What's up? Happy Father's Day, man. It's good to see your name pop up here. Hopefully you're doing well. Happy Father's Day to you, good sir. It's fun. I also love movies. If you guys ever want to chat movies, sometimes I can share with you some of my favorite movies, but I threw a quote in there from Christmas Vacation at the start. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do maybe more of that in my videos. I know it's kind of a popular thing to do, so I have fun with it. I love a lot of comedies, so maybe we should talk about that sometime. Red 50, used car prices have been insane. Yes, they have, man. I did, let's see, I got an offer from Vroom. Let me share that with you guys. I think it's expired, but I remember what it was. So I didn't do a video on this. So I paid for my Bullitt 44.3, and Vroom offered me 44, no, they offered me 46.4 for the car. So that was my second highest offer that I had. I have one dealership in Colorado. I would have to drive to it, and they offered me 47 for my car. But I think I think it just keeps going higher and higher. OC Motivator dropped a video last night where he has like 15,000 miles on his Hellcat Red Eye, and he bought his car for 82. And a Toyota dealership, I think, offered him 80. So, and guys, there is crazy markups. To be honest, I've been one thing, and there's been another video that Racer X did, which I really appreciated. He highlighted how Chevy really hasn't been marking up the prices of their new cars. I mean, obviously the C8 is a little bit different story, but they're at least trying to take some course of action to not mark up their vehicles. And that is just something that I appreciate. Dodge, I mean, their scat packs, guys. Charger wide body scat packs, 60K. Like, it's just crazy. Like, and it's not like fully decked out wide body scat packs. So depending on when you're looking, you gotta be careful. They are really jacking up the price. It is nuts. Like, I wish I had another beater car right now, because I would just try and sell my car for as much as I possibly can, drive a beater until this corrects itself. And then, you know, obviously do it when the market comes down. Hey Luke, MT Tech, what's up, my friend? Good to see you commenting on some of my videos. I will try and do a video on the B&O sound system in my Mustang. I really wanted to, I kind of want to be able to do it on all the premium muscle cars, the premium sound systems. You know, you have the Harman Kardon from Dodge, Chevy does the Bose, and then Ford does the B&O. So I think that'd be a fun one. Let's see, not gonna lie, I attempted to sell mine, upgrade later once it cools down. Yeah, it definitely could, man. Red 50, I don't know, man. I know how much you love your race Red 50. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, I saw your offer, I think, from Vroom and kind of where you're at in the car. It's just it's a tough market, you know. You're probably, I think you maybe mentioned you might maybe consider Corvette, or you'd probably do another Mustang, but it'd be interesting to see what your thoughts are, what you'd maybe get. Luke, happy Father's Day to you, man. Good to hear. Four Guys Talking Cars. It is totally nuts. Terrible time to get anything close. Yeah, guys, good deals. So I mean, the best deal that I've got, and I probably should jump on it, but I haven't. I do have a dealership here local to me, so I'm in Utah. Have a dealership here in American Fork. If you guys are interested in buying a car, I can help you. I have found a Dodge dealership that the MSRP on the wide body Charger Scat Pack that I was looking at was about 52, 53, and I think I was going to get the car for just under 51. So, I think right now that's a really good deal. My Challenger and my Bullitt, I've each had like 10 grand off of each car. So it's really tough to, do 10 grand or 2 grand lower. But honestly, if you're buying a new car right now, it's tough. It's a tough market. But sticker and above is what you should expect to pay. Let's see if I miss anything. Definitely seller's market. Base Mustang GT are going for 40K new. That is crazy. Just a base one that they're going for 40K. Luke, I would definitely hold on to the Bullitt. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea either. I mean, I just think the market's going to get crazier. And guys, I'm just some weird. I have these weird thoughts. Like, I definitely think we are 2 to 3 years away from seeing our beloved muscle cars completely transform and change into something electric, into something maybe kind of combined with all of the new emission standards and everything. I'm probably a doomsdayer on this topic, but I feel we have another 3 to 4 year window. I mean, I think there's a purpose. Dodge hasn't done a refresh because their next refresh is probably when they change some of the drivetrains up. And that's coming in a couple years. Ford has already obviously started some of this stuff. It'll be interesting to see. So kind of I'm like, gosh, do I wait and I just get like the ultimate V8 car that I've always wanted, like a Hellcat or like a ZL1 or a Shelby? Because I just think their days are numbered, to be quite honest with you. So that's also in the back of my mind. It's like, okay, I think I have maybe one more to maybe two more moves in V8s, and this is just my opinion, guys. But I think if you've been eyeing to get something for a long time, just wait, because I mean, we have a 2 year window, maybe 3 year window. And then obviously I think those cars are going to be held at really high values because people want them because the manufacturer is making them. So anyways, just my thoughts. So I'm trying to be a little methodical with this approach. But Red 50, so yeah, if you let her go, it would be a Shelby GT350, which I'm sure prices of those are crazy. I remember when I was looking at my Bullitt, I was considering a used 350, and I think they were all going for around, mid 50s. I'm sure those cars now are probably 65, 70 used. It's insane. Luke, completely agree. Let's see, Red 50. I agree with electric. F-150 is all electric now. Like it now once S650 comes, I won't be surprised if it has a hybrid V8 or full. I completely agree. Red 50, tell me, I'm not up to date on some of Mustang stuff. When do you think Ford's doing a refresh on the Mustangs? I know when I got my Bullitt this year, I thought, hey, this is probably the last year before I thought they were going to update it in 2022. And so I was like, okay, I need to get all my Mustang content in now before they change. So Red 50, if you have any updates or if anyone has any updates on that, let me know. That would be good to know. I am down on the Bullitt, Luke, a little bit. I am, but it doesn't mean it's a bad car. I still enjoy driving it. I love driving it at night in track mode. I love the exhaust. I have struggled with the quality of Ford. I don't think that's been any secret, but I do still love my car, but I also hate my car as much as I love my car. The MT82 transmission, they are not good. If you were here, I would let you drive it. I shift from first to second, it grinds. Shift into third, it grinds. So every time I shift my car, it bugs me. And there's different fixes you can do out there. Pieces sticking off of my dash, paint that just chips anything touching it. My car rattles as I drive down the road. I think the motors I think are strong. I think they're good. It's really fun to rev it out to 7,200 RPMs. It's just the quality control, like my fitment pieces. If you haven't watched my videos on what I don't like about my Mustang, maybe you can kind of see where I'm coming from. So anyways, yeah. 909 Scat, hey brother, go work that grill, my friend. Go cook your family a nice dinner. Happy Father's Day to you. I really appreciate you, 909 Scat. Have a great night. And yeah, hopefully you're grilling up something fun. You'll have to hit me up. Let me know what you're cooking. So Red 50, I'm all for electric for environment and the fact that they are fast, but sound is just a part of the experience that I think they can't replicate. I agree. Like I'm not against the electric movement. If you asked me about 6-7 months ago, a year ago, I was really against it. I personally wish they would find a way to combine the two, the torque of electric, but still figure out some form of combustion, hydrogen, something. Um, I just, we're all going to be driving around golf carts, which they're super fast and they're crazy. But like, I think with electric, like, has anybody tested the longevity of a Tesla for 10 years or for 8 years, or how well they hold up? That would be something that would be interesting. But I don't know. I don't want to. I just feel like I don't want the government or anybody really like having a strong. I'm all for making the environment better. I think there's so many things that need to be more regulated than cars, in my opinion. Cars are part of the problem for sure. There's a lot of other things that we can look at, but I don't like a world that I'll be living in where at some point in time they're going to force my hand to either drive an electric car, that I have to pay higher taxes because I have a combustion car, that I pay more gas prices, that I pay more insurance. Like if they try and force me out of the market, that's something I don't believe in. I don't. And I know I'm kind of getting a little political here, but I'm all for bettering the environment. I'm for electric cars. I used to really, it just bugged me because it threatens me. But at the end of the day, I love cars. And if they can figure out a way to marry the two, and have engines, the sounds, being able to shift still, I'm all for it. But think of all the mechanics, think of all of the parts manufacturers that this is going to affect that doesn't make electric components. There's a lot of people that are going to be without a job. And yeah, you're still going to have, combustion cars on the road, but until they make them more affordable, until they make them more accessible, until they figure out how to make charging faster. Like, I think of my wife trying to remember to plug in her electric car, and she's going to wake up and she's not going to be able to go anywhere. So there's a lot of other things that I think we need to look at. But yeah, Luke, MT Tech, my new Mustang GT has a buzzing noise coming from the passenger side rear seat. It's definitely driving me nuts. I've pretty much owned Lexuses for the last 15 years, never any rattles. And Luke, that's my thing, man. Like I love the Bullitt. I love the sound. But my fair comparisons, I think Dodge makes a better quality car than Ford does. That's my opinion. I've owned a Dodge Challenger and I've owned my Ford Mustang. I grew up, my dad has owned so many F-150s I can't even count. A lot of them had issues, and I think all cars have issues. But like the issues I'm having with my Bullitt with the transmission, I kind of knew that beforehand, but I didn't think it would be as bad as it is. And just some other things. And so I think they still make an awesome car. You can heavily modify the 5.0s, which are really cool, where the scat packs, you really can't, unless you're paying a lot of money for them. But I've owned Infiniti, I've owned some other cars, I've owned some Nissans, and like it just, if you're already like in a new car having some of the issues that you're having, you're just waiting for more issues, and Luke, I too am having fun in it. Last night I got done golfing. I rolled the windows down. I put that thing in track mode, and just the pops as I shift. It is a lot of fun. I do love it, but I just wish Ford would step up the quality control department. Four guys talking cars, agree 100%. Don't like Big Brother on our backs and dictating personal choice. I don't either. I don't like. And I think that's important, guys. Why, I don't know. I don't want to go down too far of a political thing, but I just let us find other ways to better the environment. But like, just all the controlling stuff. Like, I live here because I want to be free. I live here because I want to work hard and I want to enjoy the things that I pay for, and I don't want to have someone watching over me. Like vehicle modifications. Like, have they really thought about the people that heavily modify their cars? Do you think those are the people that are really destroying the environment? Do you think somebody with a heavily modified car, and I know quite a few of them, guess what? They're not putting that many miles on their car. They're not harming the environment, And let's look to it. Let's look to maybe figuring out ways that we can, do better with this. But guys, they're going to start offering huge tax incentives. They're going to start offering huge rebates. They're going to start offering crazy money to, just think of Obama, the Cash for Clunkers program and some different things. Like Biden's just going to continue to piggyback back off of that. And I'm all for exploring new technology, but I'm not for saying somebody to tell me what I can or can't drive. That's just me. Luke, let's see. Sound of the engine is good. Don't regret the purchase. Sad to say, I'm really not surprised with Ford quality. Yeah, I mean, that's just me. Like, I think the 5.0s are awesome. I think you can heavily modify them, and they take the power very, very well. I just think the quality control, for my car, it's like, hey, the Bullitt's kind of a tribute car, and there's a lot of stuff on that car that, and I think my expectations are too high too, honestly. But I am having fun with it. I am enjoying with it. I did get a little sideways last night in it. I was in track mode, came around a corner, and no crowds were hurt last night, but I did have some fun in it a little bit. And I agree. I think the 5.0 will be a reliable engine. I think, guys, I think Chevy, Ford, and Dodge, they've come such a long way in reliability. I think their engines, the fact that they're making these cars almost 500 horsepower, they're robust. The Hemi, they're robust. The 5.0s, they're robust. The Chevy, I believe it's the LT1 that they have in there, robust engine, and they all have their little things. Like, you see a lot of videos out there about barbecue ticks and Hemi ticks and typewriter tick. They all have a very similar characteristic to it. But guys, these things are built to take power, and they're built to drive hard. And we've been enjoying that for the last I don't know, 5 to 10 years. So I think they all make great engines. I don't worry about any of the engines, to be honest, with any of those cars. They do a great job with them. Let's see, make sure I didn't miss anyone. No, I think we're up. I do think they're all great too. It's interesting. So like I've shared with you guys pretty openly the cars that I'm looking at. And I'll share with you guys a screenshot. So Chevy right now, there are no Chevy Camaros anywhere. I look every day, autotradercars.com. They all say they're in transit. And I can tell you from experience, they've been in transit for almost a month plus, month and a half. Chevy is starting up their Camaro factory. I believe this week, the 2022s, they are going to start going into production, I think, on September 15th. And Dodge is still building cars right now, but the time it takes to build the car, it all really varies. And so I've heard 3 to 4 months. I've heard 8 weeks, but Dodge still is building. Chevy, to my knowledge, right now, you can't put in a new car order on a Chevy. I took a screenshot of a Camaro. Yeah, so I don't know how well you guys can see this. So let's see. So this is a dealership I've been talking to. And so this is a 2021 Chevy Camaro 2SS satin steel. So a 2SS is a fairly optioned out car. This car, if you built it brand new on Chevy's website, you'd be right around 40, let's say 45 to 48,000 at the high end. And this car has only been driven, obviously, this year. Doesn't have a ton of miles on it. They're charging $60,000 for this car. 60. Like, if they opened up their 2022 orders, I could build this car for about 47, 48,000. Like 60 grand. And so, truth be told, this is a dealership that I've been looking at to get a Camaro from. And I've kind of been bouncing back and forth between the 2SS and the 1LE. Dodge is still on my mind with the Charger wide bodies. The thing with Dodge that I just with having owned a Ford and looked at Camaros, like, I think, and this is just my personal opinion, guys, like, Dodge is a little bit behind the times, and I'll tell you why I think Dodge is a little bit behind the times. Dodge has a really loyal audience. Mustang has it, Camaro has it, even though the new ones haven't sold as well. But for example, like Dodge and Chevy, if you get a manual transmission, which is I like, they have auto rev match. Dodge does not offer auto rev match. And honestly, after having it, I don't know if I could go back to not having it. Both Ford and Chevy, the interior lighting on those cars blows everybody away. Like, you can change all the colors in your doors, on the footwells, cup holders, everywhere. Dodge, people are taking rope lights and smashing them into the dash, around the dash, to get interior lighting. And there's several other things like that I just feel, like for example, in the new Camaros, you can get wireless charging and you can get it's like wireless charging. They literally, you can drop your phone in the back seat of the car. It's kind of right above the air conditioner for the back passengers, which, let's be honest, no one's right in the back of that thing. No one can fit, but you can charge your phone wirelessly, and they also have wireless Apple CarPlay. I just feel, Dodge, what have you done in the last 5 to 10 years to really do much different other than add bigger fender flares to your cars and make the motors bigger? So I'm kind of back and forth between those cars. If my wife would let me, I'd buy a Supra tomorrow, but I have young kids and I still need a back seat, because that back seat still works for me because I have little girls that I can stick kind of in the back seat of the car. So that's the only reason I hesitate around Dodge, is I've came really close to pulling a trigger on a Dodge wide body Charger Scat Pack, but Dodge, they've not done anything new in years. Like it's still the same. And after you've driven a Ford or a Camaro or some of these newer models, there's features that they're putting into their cars that Dodge is like, people are still buying pancakes. We're going to keep selling pancakes, baby. We don't need to add some bananas in there. We don't need to add some nuts. And some people like that, right? Like even when you look back at the 70s, Dodge and Plymouth, they were actually the cheaper models. But what they understood really well was torque and power. And Dodge has stayed true to that recipe. Dodge and Plymouth back in the day, they're some of the cheaper cars that you could build compared to Chevys, Chevelles, Camaros, Mustangs, Pontiac, even Pontiac, and at the end of the day, I still like, they're still kind of following the same model. It's like, hey, let's put a big motor in a car, a lot of torque. And obviously that's just my opinion. But after driving some different brands, there's things that I've liked, look at the digital gauge cluster. I hated the digital gauge cluster when Ford did it. And I'll be honest, it is one of my favorite features of the car. Dodge is still using the same dials. If you get a shaker, then they make it white. Chevy, they at least have the heads-up display, which I think is really cool and unique to them. But that's one thing I do like about Ford. So anyways, those are just kind of my thoughts. But yeah, Red 50, it is crazy. $60K for a non-ZL1. If this were a used market, a normal market right now, I could buy a used CL1 for around $60K. I know, because I've wanted to do that. I've looked at that, and it's crazy, like the prices, so back to this dealership. So I'm looking at a car that I'll just show this back up there. So I'm actually kind of looking at something very similar to this car. It's an automatic. However, I don't know if I want to go automatic. I've been really true to manual. I love manual. But I think a 10-speed would be pretty cool. So they have a new one coming in, and it's pretty specced out. They want 50 grand for it. But for the used one, they're going to charge 60. So I don't know. It's a crazy market, guys. And that's why I've kind of been staying put. What I'm hearing on the chip shortage and everything else is that it's not going to be as bad as everybody thought. I think it's going to take it some time for the market to correct. But what I've heard in the next 2 to 3 months, it's going to get better, and a lot of chips are starting to come in. So, Chevy's starting to open up production to some of their other cars. Ford has made some plans. Dodge is still working. So yeah, I think it's going to get better. And yeah, Luke, you're right. Chevy and Ford, they teamed up. They use the same 10-speed transmission. And so yeah, that is something that is really robust. Dodge has still done the ZF 8-speed, which the 8-speed works great. The 10-speed, sometimes I feel like there is a lot of shifting when you drive them, but they perform really well. Luke, MT Tech, I could see you with the Hellcat. I would love a Hellcat. I can't afford a Hellcat. What I have considered in the Dodge Hellcat department is doing a manual Challenger Hellcat, because me personally, I like the Challengers. I like the Challengers best non-wide body. So if I did a Challenger Hellcat, I'd get a 6-speed manual, and I'd do it very, very basic. Like I'd still probably do cloth seats in it, like my last Challenger, just to keep the price down. They did have about 7K about a month or two ago off of for horsepower dollars. Now they whittled that all the way down to like $1,500. So the incentive kind of completely went away, because that was honestly kind of where I was starting to go. I do like the wide bodies better on the Chargers. I would love a Hellcat, and Hellcat's on my mind because I think that's kind of the the pinnacle for me, that or a ZL1. You know, a GT500, I just don't ever see being in my price range. I mean, guys, those are insane. They stopped making the 350s. The GT500 it's crazy. I've seen them for 120 grand at dealerships. It's nuts. And so yeah, it's crazy. Dodge interior isn't the greatest. You know, I think Dodge is. I like the space of them. You know, their seats are pretty comfortable. My dad's new Hellcat had the Laguna leather. It did feel really stiff when I sat in his, but I think that just takes time to break in. Chevy uses the same 10-speed. Yep. Hey, Jay. Hey, Roger Stang. What's up, buddy? It's been a few minutes, but yeah, I'm going to take my time. I want to time it, you know, just kind of right. I'm okay paying sticker price for a car. I honestly am, because I could sell my car today and walk away with a check for 7 to 10 grand. So if I paid sticker price for a car, I'd put that money just straight towards the car. So I'm okay paying sticker, but I'm not going to pay over sticker. I will wait it out, and maybe I'll modify my Mustang in the meantime. Luke MT Tech, if you get the 10-speed, be patient with it. It takes time for it to conform to your driving. That is a good point. Let's see. It took me about 1,000 miles before it stopped shifting erratically. Okay, that's good to know. You know, obviously, me being in the manual world, I haven't been up to speed on the 10 speeds, but it's good to know. I have seen some people have to kind of go back in and like program their transmissions via Ford or Chevy just because of the 10 speed. So that is good to know. Honestly, I wish it's a feature. My Dodge did this more than my Ford did, but my Challenger, so I daily drive my cars, right? And I'm not always rodding it, and I can't always rod it because I'm in traffic. And so the car a lot of times would get really sleepy for me. Like I'd have to unplug the fuse, I'd reset it, and yeah. And I wish these cars would give me full power, full send all the time. Versus learning it, but it's good to know about the transmissions. I'll for sure keep that up. So it took you about 1,000 miles. Okay, that's good to know. Very good to know. Well, perfect, guys. What other questions you guys have for me? Thank you guys for all the comments tonight. This has been great so far. And thank you again to Four Guys Talking Cars for the super chat. Really, really appreciate that. Cool, guys. Well, let me go over some of the content I have coming up for you guys. So I'm actually thinking of doing a new series. You know, in some of my videos, you know, I'm filming it while I'm on my lunch break, and I just need to get out of the house and go grab me some food. So I'm thinking of maybe doing like Fast Food Fridays, where I take you guys along for me in my car. And maybe I just talk about a couple topics that week. Maybe I can pull you guys to see what you'd like me to talk about on my next Fast Food Friday series. I hop in the car, I talk about it, and I post it. I think that'd be a fun series to do. I do have a video up coming up soon with the Tesla. Let me look at some of my other notes. You know, I wanted to kind of cover the digital gauge and what everybody needs to know. I think for my fan base, I'm kind of in a point where I'm gonna maybe mix up the content a touch. I do want to talk about the B&O sound system. So Luke, I'm gonna cover that one. And I have a couple other videos that were more Mustang focused, but I think I might do something different a little bit. So I'm kind of in a recalibration period of my content because I still have a lot of Mopar fans out there. Thank you guys. I appreciate all your guys' support. So I do have some videos posted, but I think I might want to go a little bit more generic. So Four Guys Talking Cars, great idea. Fast Food Fridays. So yeah, if you like that, let me know. Maybe what we could do is just say, all right, you guys give me 2 or 3 topics this week, or hey, here are 3 topics I'm thinking of covering. What would you like me to cover? And then let's see how it goes, you know, and then maybe you guys can see what I order from fast food places, and you guys can see why I'm not in the best of shape because I'm going to fast food. So I think that would be kind of fun, you know, kind of keep it real, because what I'm learning with my content on the channel is when it's heavily Mustang specific, my videos don't tend to do as great. And I obviously want to do Mustang content, but I also want to do stuff that all of you enjoy watching. So anyways, that's something that's coming up. But I do have some fun videos planned. I am going to be working on growing my channel. So one of the things that I'm going to be doing, one of the mistakes I made, you know, and I want to talk more upcoming with you guys on how to grow your audiences if you're interested in that. I would love to cover that. I know a lot of you out there grinding to grow new subscribers. I know a lot of you are out there to grow, you know, more followers. I have some pretty tried and true methods of how you can do that. I mean, my Instagram, I'm up to 7,200 followers on Instagram. You know, that's bigger than a lot of the other, you know, big YouTubers out there. But it's my background in marketing. I know how to grow it. I also know how to grow YouTube subscribers. Right now, organically, my channel's growing at about almost 90 subscribers a month, 80 to 90 subscribers a month. However, I know with a few tactics that I can do, I can grow that to about 300 subs a month ish. So, you know, I definitely, I'm going to start focusing on growing subscribers. And also, one mistake that I made when I bought my Mustang is I built my channel on loyal, awesome Mopar followers, and then I bought a Mustang, and then they're like, what the heck, dude? You can go to some of my latest videos where you can see, hey, have people been watching my videos more or less? And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm slowly going to be adding subscribers that if I go back to Dodge, hey, I've built up my Dodge fan base. If I go back to, you know, if I go to like Chevy, I'm going to build up some Chevy subscribers. So I'm going to be working on growing my channel. If you guys want to talk about that on a live, where like, hey, here's how I grow subscribers or followers, or do a video on it, leave me a comment. I'd love to help. Let's see. Any luck reaching out to dealerships to review cars? Hey, Red50, I haven't asked yet. So here in Utah, we have Ben Hardy. He goes around to a lot of the dealerships to review cars. I definitely, some dealerships like this and some dealerships don't. Some dealerships have been frustrated with some of the people here local to do reviews on cars. I do want to, it's something that I do want to do, but I just don't know if I'm big enough yet to have an impact like some of the other guys can, because I want to review cars, but I also don't want to, you know, some of these guys that go review brand new cars, this is somebody's new car they're going to drive. And in my opinion, sometimes they rot them. And I just think it's disrespectful because these cars have break-in periods and people need to abide by them. So as my channel maybe gets to maybe 5,000 subs, maybe 10,000 subs, I probably will. But I want this to help a dealership because they're letting me talk about a car. It helps drive market awareness, right? But I want to be able to drive people to their dealership, to their site, to go buy those cars to help out the dealership. So I don't feel I'm big enough right now to make an influence, but that's just kind of my weird brain and how I'm looking at it. But it is something that I do want to do. Let's see. Love your channel, buddy. Hey, pal, what's up, man? Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. It's good to see a comment from you. It's been a little bit, but I appreciate you. But yeah, guys, you know, I'm going to wrap it up early. My family, so one of my favorite meals, we actually make a zuppa toscana. So the Olive Garden has a zuppa toscana recipe. And fun fact, I waited tables for like 6 years when I was in college. I didn't go to college for 6 years. Okay. I went for 4 years, but I was a waiter at the Olive Garden. It wasn't 6 years. It was 5 years. And so we make our own zuppa toscana from scratch, and it's better than the Olive Gardens. And so that was my Father's Day meal that they're kindly making for me. So I'm going to bounce and go eat some of that. But guys, I want you to know, I really appreciate you. This YouTube journey for me, it's been hard, been one of the hardest things I've done. But it's been so satisfying for me and so rewarding. And I want to let you guys know, I appreciate every time you like a video. I appreciate every time you leave me a comment, send me an email. I will be as responsive to you as I possibly can be. This has been extremely therapeutic for me, having this YouTube channel. Obviously, I launched it during COVID, and you guys motivate me in so many ways, and I'm just very grateful and appreciative. And I hope you guys know that straight from the heart. I'm very grateful for you guys. Hit me up on Instagram if you ever want to just go back and forth and chat with me. I'm totally open to that. I love that. I want to be accessible. But I have some zuppa toscana calling my name upstairs, and that ends tonight's live, guys. But I love you. I appreciate you. We'll do more of these, and you guys have an awesome week. Peace.